No. Get out of here with that, Kavak. It's illegal. Alright, we gotta wait for this train to come back. Alright, train. Am I out of copper ore? Not that I'm out, it's just that that ore patch that I'm mining from and this copper ore right here is being used somewhere else. So I can't really take from that without starving everything, really. So short answer, no. Long answer, yeah. I'm planning to be out. Not really a buffer, because this area here is going to take X amount. And while I made it so that this provides a little bit more than X, it's not enough to supply Y up here. So, not so much planning a buffer, I'm just planning for a greater need than I can supply with my current...
Engineering.
Not really even over engineering, because what I have right now wouldn't suffice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Preemptive engineering. I don't know.
I actually like that, preemptive engineering.
I would hope all engineering is preemptive, but...
Yeah, I think we know better than that.
I don't really want to go over this patch, although I don't think I'll ever need it. What I need to do is this. Not that. Looks like I'm teleporting. I'm going so fast. Alright, we can do more of that later. They're going Carx. Yeah, we do have a couple mods on. They're mostly quality of life stuff, but there's a list right there. Six, 7, 8. No worries. No. Two. Four. 5. Oh, sorry, Kavak. 6. So alternatively, just don't make grenades. 7, maybe less fun, but 8, you know, less destructive as well. Just saying. Oh, that was my mistake. Oops. Well, it's time for some undergrounds. Anyone know when the next episode of Saw comes out? Was it last night or tonight? I think it's tonight. Good placement. I feel like... Ah, never mind. 12 minutes left to get troops in.
I think we need a name for the new Mega Mall.
I mean, are you saying that because you have a suggestion to make, or?
No, I just think we need a name for it.
Mall Mart.
Really? Really?
What's wrong with that?
We need an awesome and cool name for our new Mall Mart.
It's funny because Walmart's a real thing, but it's Mall Mart.
I know, but it's not ish, sort of, kind of. I mean, it is funny, but
Have I considered writing for Family Guy? Well, they haven't extended an invitation yet, but when they do, I'll tell them no thanks because I don't watch that show.
what season is Family Guy even on now?
Beats me.
18? I've missed a few.
You're better off. One too many. Interesting. The extreme fast belts just take ultra fast and blues. Now, ultra fast just takes blues and gears, and gears. But the extreme fast splitter underground requires blue chips. Huh.
Yeah, all the splitters require chips.
It's true, but they need blue chips. How many blue chips being made?
Not in the current mall. Might as well, right?
This is factory music, yeah. Four minutes. God, it's gonna take so many materials. You know what? Technically, I only need 4 of these belts coming in. So I don't need to bring 6 up here. I need to bring 4 up. I mean, yeah. No spoilers as to where the mimics are, please. You shouldn't even be looking. Alright. None. Is that a joke how my trains go? No. Some of the guys actually are mimics. Alright, let me find a D12. Oh. 6. The D10. D12. Okay. 1 through 12 is as they are. Phrase 2. So we'll reroll on 8, reroll on 12. 4. Semi. It's Semi. I'm sure they hear that way too much. Alright. This one's gonna be no fun. Oh, actually, this doesn't look too bad. We are, yes. We are implementing our own RNG because of not because of Fist, but because of the unfairness that comes with
Fist tagging.
Some of the glitches with the RNG in the game.
The important part is that it's Fist's fault.
Not saying that. I can only place 1 archer, so if you see 2 from my guy, that's a glitch as well. I haven't seen a glitch where people don't see where I put my guys down, and so they can put their guys down inside of me. That's happened, I think 3 or 4 times now. Frey pointed that one out to me. Classic. It just unplays Sears, really? Oh, yeah, I don't... It's a little janky. A little janky. Computers is hard, yeah. Oh. Perfectly normal sentence in the context of the game.
Nothing you say is a perfectly normal sentence.
In the context of the game, sure it is. Goodbye, robot. I certainly won't miss you. Ah, yes, fly away instead of doing the ones right here. That makes the most sense to me, right?
I really do think that's something that needs to be fixed or modded or something. I don't like the bot AI. They definitely need to prioritize closer jobs first and then go further away.
Sure, it has to do with balancing their usefulness. What I hate is this job right next to me is assigned to some bot somewhere. Like, it really needs to fucking stop that. And just let a closer bot do it if the bot's too far away. Same with those.
Well, the problem with that is that bot has an item dedicated to that.
Not always. Not always. It can get assigned a job to go do, and if you get away from it before it can pick an item up. I was just waiting on like 8 of them that had no items that were just flying around. But even if it does have an item, just return that item to my inventory. It's fine. If I have more of that same item in my inventory, there should be no reason why they can't.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I just saying I understand why they do that. But yes, I agree that bots need help in general.
I deleted the chest instead of taking the item out of it. It's always a good one. Make bots return to you after you hit a given speed. That's interesting. I don't know if I like that one so much, because sometimes I want to run end bot, like here. I mean, I'm faster than the bots, but like, I still want them to fill all the shit in, you know? A mod lets you program AI. Oh god, could you imagine how much time that would take?
Sounds like fun to me.
Stock Factorio mod API. True, I guess you could write your own mods to do that. Yeah, it's the difference between writing a mod and writing the contents of a mod. I think I'll be okay for now, Mac, just because I need to make a nice splitter thing, and I gotta get a shit ton of supplies for that. So I have time to burn, basically.
Notepad plus plus.
Yeah. Oh god, it takes 20 greens. Okay.
Really, game? Really? I needed one more.
That sounds like your fault. Just move this down one. Excuse me. Just one sad little green ship. Not blue chip. I had wings for lunch, dinner, whatever meal that was. This is temporary, so don't be alarmed. It looks weird because it's not going to be permanent. I just want to start moving some ore, ore and material, basically. No, it's definitely going to be temporary because I do not want to use those belts here. In fact, I'm going to go grab blue belts and replace them all. At the very least, this should start. Try to get the fucking side of the belt right. No, I don't want this going all the way up there. Fucking hell, dude. Alright, let's just start making that. This needs that as well, and greens. Well, it's getting greens, getting plastic. I want to get some production moving so I can actually make what I need. I need 5 blues a piece, and I need to make a balancer for that. Oh. What kind? I'm gonna be making a extreme fast splitter to make a 6 by, really a 6 reduced to 4. So not even a balancer, just a funnel basically. I'll go right here. Is that the one with the loop back in on itself? No, only because that would be like a 4 to 4, which we have a balancer for, but we only really loop back on things when we have the same number of inputs and outputs. Because if we're doing a loop back from a 4 to 6, there's really nowhere to loop it back into itself. You know what I mean?
There's proof of concept in action that is literally twice the speed because it's saturating both the old blue belts that were there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have that set up a couple places over here now. Get away with that, but upgraded. Not if I don't have stuff they upgraded to. I made enough to make one. Good.
I wonder how much time we save per night waiting for the autosave.
Well, if it's every 10 minutes and we go for 8-ish hours. 8 times 6.
48 times. It takes about, what, 10 seconds each?
Yeah. 10, 15.
So, 8 minutes. We waste 8 minutes of time.
Yep, I think we should turn it off. Run out of those too.
What you running out of?
Belts.
Yeah, we're scraping the barrel.
That's not good. It's gonna draw me to a halt soon.
Well, that's what I've been working on. Instead of waiting, like your train's full and your buffer chests are almost full. They're half full. Yeah, you've got a decent amount stored back up. I ran that spur line off this new mall I'm building just to keep iron supply for belts to be made. To make 1,000 belts per minute, we need 7 factories working on each the blue, the red. Only 4 factories working on the yellow, but we need 104 factories making gear.
Yep, sounds about right.
That's ridiculous.
Well, fortunately, we might not need to have that much per minute being made. I mean, we're almost hopefully done making stuff for science. We just gotta make yellow. Making gears, yeah?
Yeah, well, the only bad thing is that if you only make belts, you've got surplus oil. Because you only need the heavy.
Oh, that's when you make rocket fuel for the trains. Or for the rocket. I don't think I want to move them all the way to the rocket, but you can make rocket trains for the train.
Yep, 104 factories making gear. And I happen to have only 18 factories on me.
You couldn't swallow it? Oh, rip. Now I kind of want to try to see if I can. Iron will. And a great fortitude. I mean, my thought is the cheese is going to be okay. The hot dog is just going to be a salty piece of shit.
I've never made beer cheese before, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that it's not just melted cheddar with some beer poured in it.
You sure, though? Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. You're right.
Pretty sure that's beer cheese. Did he use Heineken? Yeah, he needs to make a Rokes. I know it's a roux.
The rocks.
A Rocks, a Rokes.
Rocks.
Did he heat it? I mean, did he use Heineken? That's really the big question. Did he do it right or did he do it wrong?
I mean, asking if he used Heineken's pretty much asking if he rubbed it with the ass of a skunk. A ruse.
Ruse, yeah.
I kind of want to know how to make mirror cheese now. I need to look this up.
It does matter. All those Heineken juices he lost out on? Come on. Calls himself a real chef. Jesus, that's kind of scary how fast this is fucking going.
Yeah, apparently it is beer and cheese with a handful of other things.
You saw that video last night? Nice.
I bet you, and Scump, you'll have to tell me. I bet you he had the ratio all wrong between the beer and the cheese because it's 12 ounces of beer to 1.5 pounds of cheese. I bet you he used a pack of shredded cheese, which is like 4 ounces to a can, which would have meant it was like 8 times too strong with the beer.
I mean, we kind of knew it was going to be too salty. That's why I said syrup. You know what I mean? Because I think the syrup would help, too sweet and too salty might balance out. Ah, shit, we've had a bell ready for a few minutes now, haven't we? Nice crackle of the belts because their audio's fucked up. $24 Heinekens and maybe you'd like to eat one.
I still think some nacho cheese would do the trick rather than trying to make a beer cheese.
I hate nacho cheese. Nacho cheese isn't even good on nachos. It's like the worst possible cheese for nachos. Nice. We did a good job on that one. All right.
It looks like a D10 this time.
Yeah, I'm going to do a D8 because I'm in there, so that's 8 people.
Oh, I see.
If I could find one. All right, D8. Actually, it starts at 1. So 0 would be nothing, but D8, re-rolling the 0, and a 9, or an 8 would be Alien Man.
There's no 0 on a D8.
Oh, this is a D10? Oh, shit, this is a D10. Fuck.
That's the 10.
Well, it was a 4. Mac. Doesn't matter. I would have re-rolled. Whatever I needed to re-roll. Grant. Back to map. Alright, now we're getting... Oh, we just did that one. Now we're on the boss. I guess it's just nacho cheese, yeah. It shouldn't be anybody's cheese if I had a choice. Alright. I want to be in range of the stupid portal. But I also don't want to be too close to these guys unless people are going to be in front of me. This will probably be the last one for the night, so let's make this a good one.
Oh, yeah, geez, look at the time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Try to get rid of one of those portals off the map.
Damn, this one's really far away. Throw some blues in for now. This is such a pain to pick them up later. A and B. All the blues are going to be made into those, so I don't want to... Yeah, see, I need both blues and black reds. I really should have chose all new colors. Like, the green was great because there's no green belts. You do like green, orange, black, and then green, orange, black, purple, light blue, or whatever, you know?
You're doing red belts.
Sorry?
I was looking at the bot missing item list.
Oh,
like,
yes.
how are there red belts missing? I didn't like ghost any red belts.
I'm using lots of them, actually. I mean, it's taking me from 16 down to 4. No,
Yes.
more than that.
Yes, yes. Well, that's what.
No, yeah, 16 down to 4, yeah. It's just, they take forever to make, and like, they take, what is it, 3 or 4 blue belts a piece to make too, so.
I'm sure you're ripping through them.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. Farrell's not returning full loads anymore.
No.
Which is not good.
Well, it doesn't help. I'm competing with you, trying to get some belts too.
Why does this look like it's not? Shouldn't the reds be 4 full belts of blue?
Yes.
Then why is this not giving me, at this point?
Because you have blue splitters feeding 2 blue belts.
That's right. I don't know why I thought that was right. Yeah, so I made this mistake. I'll show you exactly why. If it were like this, with the red one there, which can supply 4 blue belts worth, and this here, each one of these can take 1 blue belt worth, but that's if the backside is also supplied 1 blue belt worth. In this case, we're taking 4 belts and going through 1 belt here, splitting it into 2. That's why. So I need these to be green, because each side of it needs to be able to handle 2 belts worth, basically. It is a bit of a weird math situation. I mean, here, it's not too hard to see. If I put this back in here, you can see this one is saturated because 1 blue belt worth is going on 1 belt. But 1 blue belt worth here is then being split across 2 belts there. The math would work if both inputs were being fed, but it's not. It's one input. I haven't even done the backside all that either. It's not good. Minutes left. Let's get our last couple guys in. I need how many more reds? What is this called? The fast belt mod?
Extreme belt, fast belt, something like that. Yeah.
Ultimate belts.
I knew it was one of those adjectives.
Yeah, I mean, it just is balanced well because it takes a shit ton of fucking resources, or it's at least balanced well enough. Our bank accounts cry every time we try and build something. Ooh. We're doing a new thing at work where we're trying to migrate over to Windows only instead of dual booting Mac and Windows on all our computers. And the email goes out today telling everyone that we're doing this as a trial in like 4 or 5 rooms. And I'm expecting that it's going to be fucking chaos.
Oh my god, I don't know how to do that.
Right, I don't know how to use Windows. I'm telling you, there's some people who will like throw a fit. Like up to the dean and up to whoever they can fit. And I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. You don't ever want to use Macs. I mean, some people are just use Macs, which is fine, but when you're giving a PowerPoint presentation, do you really need a Mac versus a PC? Like, is there really that much of a difference to you? You know, like...
Realistically, they used to have more of a point than they do now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it all depends on what your use case is still. Even still. I think some things like that are more geared towards... They run fine on Windows, a lot of Adobe products and all that, but they're more geared towards OS X for sure. Yeah, I mean, all the audio stuff I used to do was all on Mac, and now I do it on Windows.
Well, back in the day, Apple used to make their own hardware. I mean, the last... What was it? The G5 processor, I think, was the last Mac exclusive, like the Apple exclusive processor they had. Like, the hardware that Apple used to make for their computers was better for media applications, video editing, audio editing, graphic design. It was better for that. But when Apple went and switched their design to use an x86 architecture, just like a PC, they lost all that advantage. Using a Mac is absolutely no different than using a PC, except for the software, which one's nothing.
People don't care.
And you paid twice as much for it.
Or you make a Hackintosh like I did and pay exactly what you paid for it. Oh god, I can tell I'm gonna run out of these before I get to the end. You can, Mac. It's just not the easiest thing to do, but I've done it. This computer that I'm running this on used to be a Hackintosh. I in the end stopped doing it, but it used to be. But you're pretty locked into Intel and Nvidia cards.
Yeah, you have to use hardware that OS X supports that has drivers for it, basically.
People have made drivers for those combos, but I mean, you're relying on somebody to fucking make a driver for you, you know, and you're getting what you pay for, which is nothing.
Finally got the signaling right up here. Kind of proud of this one. I've got a remote wait station where the trains aren't lined. Except for that one, apparently. What the fuck are you doing here?
See, the reason I'm not doing that, Ukul, is I'm not a fan of the amount of trains and the trickery you kind of have to do to keep a constant flow. And considering it's not really that far.
Unlike me, who has 26 trains up here running, keeping this going.
The fuel isn't a problem. It's the downtime from fuel. That's where things get interesting, I think, is because you're not keeping that same schedule. You're changing your schedule, which means do all the trains ripple to meet. You know, I don't know. I like trains a lot, but we weren't really set up to do major train systems on this one, so.
Well, the idea was to do them modularized. Like, all the trains I got running up here stay pretty much within this loop. There's a lot of honking going on, though, too.
Just do these right here. Just do these right here. Fucking robots, dude. 5 minutes left to get your last couple guys in. Or last singular guy, I guess.
All right, you're train whisperer and signaling expert. I've got one I can't figure out. Every other train is waiting in the wait siding, except for this station here. Instead of waiting, it's coming out onto the line and stopping. And it's the only train that's doing it.
What, from the purple oil drop 1 to a purple water drop?
No, it's coming out of the wait siding. To queue for this, but every other train is waiting in the wait siding until the station vacates, except for that one.
Can you ping next to it? Because it's pulling up the train menus.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Stop it, stupid. There. Is that station.
4?
Yeah, Iron Drop 4. Every other train is waiting in the wait and waiting for the station to vacate before it comes out of the siding. Except for Iron Drop 4, it's waiting on...
Let's see, let's see, it's blue, it should be going. Blue. You can't have the that signal in there, I don't think. Because it's seeing that the block is free after that point.
I missed it. There shouldn't have been one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I removed all the non-chain signals out. Yep.
That should hopefully change your train's behavior.
Yeah, because that would have said, yeah, there's an open block in there.
Yeah.
Yep, looks like it did it.
Cool.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of that, but that one train was just sitting on the main, and like it wasn't backing everything up because everything else was just going around it on the other siding, but
well, it takes one train.
Everything's waiting. Yep, everything's waiting on the siding now. Nice. It only takes one signal to fuck up the whole.
Yep. Alright, we're just about ready to do that raid. Let me get back up to the base so I can make a few things in my inventory while we do this. These are all reds. Good. Really, those splitters should be reds back there too. Damn. Well, it seems like we were getting full saturation. So.
Also notice that we're up to about 700 steady on the power.
Yeah, we're climbing. Alright, let's see about that raid real quick.
Got rid of the extra furnaces up there finally.
Alright, this is the big one. No, Scump, go after the... Go after the teleporter. That Connor, yeah, that's gonna be a big one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
My big buster didn't do that portal. It was over standby.
Yeah, it did like 75% of it. Alright. I got a D10. Reroll 7. 9. Alien Man, nice. Cool. Well, I'll be that for that. That'll be it for Stream Raiders anyway for tonight. Fuck, I kind of want to just keep doing a few things before I'm done though. But it's late. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna go replace those splitters and then be done. I still gotta get the output of the smelting to get into the input for the copper wire. So I'll be first next time, I guess.
Yeah, I came up here to tidy up here a little bit. A couple things I noticed just to kind of let belts make, because I know you're starving, I'm starving.
Yeah, I definitely need belts because I got to do a whole bunch of belting copper around now. Not really too far of a distance, but I got to weave it into that big machine to start making greens and reds so I can make blues.
Surplus iron hooked back up, but it's not crafting very quickly. Not quickly enough.
Hmm. These are all green already. Alright. Alright, well, I guess that'll be it for tonight. thank you all for coming out to say hello. Hopefully you guys had a good night, and catch y'all soon.
Good night, guys.
See y'all. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick, if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.